The reason I went to Magenta to start with, I had in the past been to a couple of other companies, and to be honest, I'd felt quite uncomfortable and rather patronised. So a friend of mine recommended Magenta. I'd seen their bright coloured magenta sign in where I work in Bridgend, and I thought, well, I'll give them a go. And when I went along there, I was just so impressed by how friendly and helpful and welcoming they were. And from the start, from when I first walked through the door, I felt comfortable, and for me that was really important, because although I have quite a responsible job, my own finances are not something I've ever been that comfortable with managing myself, so I needed to feel in safe hands. And I think I just felt that they were really interested in me as a customer from the moment I walked through the door. First of all, when I went to the building, rung on the bell, and Mandy came to the door all bright and bubbly. "Hello, you must be Judith, welcome, come in, can I get you a cup of tea?" And just the whole experience in the room, it sounds as if it's a superficial thing, but it wasn't. There were bright coloured sofas, a bowl of sweets, there's a little tray saying, "Here's some money to pay for your car parking." It was bright and welcoming, not a sort of a grey, solid industrial office, something that would make me feel intimidated. I just felt like I was going into a friend's house. I went to Magenta to start with because I'd been planning my retirement, thinking about when it was I wanted to retire, what I could afford, how long I would have to work for before I was able to retire, and I wanted to get a forecast for planning for my future and to be able to retire at the earliest possible opportunity. Before I started working with Magenta and I was considering my retirement planning, I felt rather uneasy about the fact that I will be 60 soon. I very much was wanting to make the most of my retirement, as unfortunately all of my close family have died, and I'm very aware of wanting to make the most of my life while I'm able. But I felt very uneasy about whether I'd be able to afford to do it. There was a big gap between my own knowledge of what I was able to do and what I wanted to do. So before going along to Magenta, I really was a bit all at sea about the possibilities of what I would be able to do and realising those possibilities. Since going along to see Gretchen at Magenta, I can't tell you the difference that there's been in my confidence and my own ability. I'm going to see Gretchen in a couple of weeks' time, and I'm actually going to be retiring at the end of next month, and I'm really excited about it. And if I hadn't been along to Magenta to discuss it with her, I would not be in a position to be able to do that. She has made a big difference to me, both Gretchen and the rest of the company, because I believe it's her focus, but she's employed people in that company. Every one of them I've met, spoken to on the phone, met in person, has given me that confidence. So I feel they've got a wonderful team that really care about their customers. And I've told other people who've mentioned to me they might be retiring, go to Magenta, because they will really listen and care about what you want to do and about your future. The three words I would use that would describe Gretchen and Magenta best are confidence, caring, and dynamic. I would definitely recommend Magenta to other people. Not only that, I have recommended Magenta to other people. A number of my friends in the area are considering retirement because they're the same age as me, and like me have had anxieties about going to companies where they feel that their knowledge will let them down a little bit. So I have suggested to go to Magenta, and I hope that they will, and that I'm sure they will have as good an experience that I've had.